Okay, it's January 30th around 7:45 a.m. Okay, guys, so here's a physique update. Hey guys, so here we are wrapping up week 3 of the diet, and I'm currently at 303.8 pounds, which makes a weight loss of 7.2 pounds from last week and a total weight loss of 26 pounds. As far as the diet, everything's going well, actually. No cheating on the diet during the week. Everything has been keto carnivore, keeping my carbs close to zero. This week I actually ate a lot of calories, more than I had originally planned. So I had I had a day that was 3,000 calories or close to it. A day that was like 2,800, a day that was like 1,700. But if you averaged it all out, I probably was at like 2,500 calories a day for the entire week, which is higher than I initially had hoped to be. And I still managed to drop a ton of weight. So that kind of surprised me. I thought for sure I was going to have a week of like 1 or 2 pounds weight loss because I was eating so many calories. But at the end of the day, it managed to work itself out. So this coming week, I'm going to try to focus on tracking a little better. When you're eating meat, it's really hard because every cut of meat's a little different. So like if you're eating a really, like say a ribeye, for instance, not every ribeye is going to have the same amount of fat. So when you put a ribeye into like a tracking app, like I use that MyFitnessPal, the numbers that it spits out are not consistent, with what you're actually eating. It'll say that you're eating like 3,000 calories of steak, and there's no possible way. So I'm kind of rotating my food into like ground beef. Like Costco sells 8812 ground beef, so that way it's easily trackable, assuming that their math is not wrong, which they're a professional butcher shop, so I'm assuming it's good. It should be more easily tracked, so my beef is going to probably be mostly ground beef, maybe an occasional steak. I'm going to keep eating like shrimp, tuna, whole eggs, egg whites, all the same stuff, but I'm going to try to limit my fatty cuts of meat. Like this past week, I ate a lot of I ate chuck steak, I ate like lots of cheese, I had steaks that had unknown quantities of fat. I had chicken thighs. Chicken thighs really depends on how you prepare them, how much fat's rendered. There's lots of variables when cooking meat, so that's the one thing that's kind of hard about meat itself. When you look at the nutrition information on a package of meat, they're giving you nutrition based off of raw food, not cooked. So depending on how much you cook it, depends on how much fat goes away. So like if you cook bacon and you don't cook it crispy, then you're going to end up with more fat than if you had cooked it longer and had crispy bacon. So anyway, same concept with steaks and everything else with fat. So it's really hard anyway to gauge how much fat you're really eating, and fat's 9 grams or 9 calories per gram, so it really adds up fast. So you want to be able to track that stuff. So anyway, I guess long story short, I'm rambling a little bit here. I'm going to start simplifying my tracking by eating more things that are easily trackable, like 8812 ground beef. I know if I eat a pound of it, if their math's right, then my math's right. And I'm going to try to get my calories back down to around the 2,000 mark for an average every day, maybe a little less. and not have the huge calorie days. It doesn't seem to be bothering anything at this point, but I still have quite a bit of weight to lose. So, I mean, it's hard to say. But I also don't want to drop calories too low too fast and put myself in a situation where I'm losing muscle or I'm at such a huge calorie deficit that I don't function well. As of right now, I have plenty of energy for the most part, as long as I give myself adequate opportunity to sleep. I'm not having any issues whatsoever. Sleeping like a baby, lots of energy. Again, like last week, I didn't do a whole lot of exercise. I went out for a short walk one day this week. It was really cold. I went maybe like a half a mile. I do have a Peloton grill, a Peloton bike. It's over there in the background. But anyway, I have a Peloton. And you can tell where my mind's at, some food. I have a Peloton bike, and I'm going to start riding that. I got a gel seat for it. Throw a pillow on top. Whatever it takes to get on the bike and ride for half an hour a day, or even maybe 45 minutes, whatever is comfortable. I'm going to do that. So basically for next week, the big changes, if there are going to be any, they're going to be more movement, better tracking, and on my cheat days, which are Saturdays, I'm going to try and, I guess, tighten up or regulate the amounts of beer I drink and food I drink. It hasn't seemed to be an issue at this point, but I know that I drink more than I should on Saturdays. And as far as food goes, I've probably been okay with food, but I definitely treat it as like a eat total garbage day, which I don't want it to be about just total garbage. It was kind of like an idea that I'm going to do what I want on Saturdays so I can enjoy the things I can't have on a keto or carnivore diet, like sushi or a plate of pasta. But I've turned it into like, I didn't really turn it into, but I've basically used it as an excuse to eat things like macaroni and cheese and pizza and hot dogs. And pretty much that's what I've done every weekend. It's like total garbage food and lots of beer. So the plan is to start kind of toning that down and being a little bit more realistic with it. Like I didn't eat, well, I guess I did have a lot of mac and cheese and pizza before this, but but I didn't necessarily have a set like day of like I'm going to eat nothing but total garbage. The problem was I just overconsumed everything in general. But anyway, that's about all I can think of for the time being. If you guys have any questions, ask them in the comments below in the video. Be happy to answer your questions. Other than that, I'm looking forward to breaking the 300 mark. I think that I'll be under 300 pounds for next week's weigh-in, which is exciting. I haven't been under 300 pounds in, I don't know, most of quarantine. I dipped below a couple times that I thought I died a little bit, and then I bounced right back, obviously. So I'm excited. I'll be in the twos when I make the next video. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.